All right, everybody here. That's good. All right, I did a shorts with Rush, Tom Sawyer, 1981. But I want to read you a few of these lyrics. Modern day warrior is exactly what we're talking about here. A modern day warrior, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. Though his mind is not for rent, don't put him down as arrogant. His reserve, a quiet defense, writing out the day's events. Okay, that's going to be our military girl, Two of Pentacles, and we got that card. Watching for red flags, we got that card with reconciliation. What you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the mist, catch the myth, catch the mystery, catch the drift. How many times do we say catch our drift? How many times do we say watch for mists? How many times do we say catch the mystery? You know, 1981, we've been told this forever. The world is, love and life are deep. Maybe as his skies are wide, today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you. And the space he invades, he gets by on you. No, his mind is not for rent to any god or government. Always hopeful, yet discontent. He knows changes aren't permanent, but change is. And what you say about his company is what you say about society. Catch the witness, catch the wit, catch the spirit, catch the spit. The world is, love and life are deep, maybe as his eyes are wide. Exit the warrior, today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you, and the energy you trade, he gets right onto the friction of the day. Now, what I think is wild is because they give me the song first, then they give me the cards. And you've got energy harvesting as the main card. Exit the warrior, today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you, and the energy you trade, he gets right onto the friction of the day. So we want you to understand energy harvesting, and if you don't, then you really need to look it up, because energy harvesting is many different forms, but one of the forms that it takes is it tries to get you into a low vibe. And the next card out was the world. And the world card is just saying what this said in here about the myths, the mysteries, the mist, all of that stuff. So I want you to study Tom Sawyer. We've got the cat knocked over these cards, and we've got the Two of Cups, which is the Two of Cups that ended the shorts. So the shorts is something you're going to want to study. I am going to go over it right now. The cards he knocked over was the End card, Ten of Spades. And then we've got the King of Hearts, the Nine of Hearts, and the Ace of Hearts with the Six of Wands. So you've got badass success if you end the past and you don't let them energy harvest. You've got a King of Cups coming in again, and it's for sure. It's your dreams, your wishes, everything you manifested is coming into fruition. But your soul contract card twice is telling me that you have your soul contract being completed, but you must. Did I say must? Stay high vibed. Don't let them energy harvest you. When that card said reconciliation, watch for red flags. That means anyone coming back from your past, any kind of reconciliation, a job, a family member, even a pet, you've got to really watch for red flags. And if you're getting red flags, simply cut it down, cut it off. When I was in the landlord position, we used to give people second and third chances. And I don't recommend that anymore. Why? Because you're already sober, you're already in recovery, you already rented from us, and you screw up, and we let you do it again, and they screw up again, and we let you do it again, and they screw up again. I don't think we had any second chances that were actually successful. So what I was saying at the end is, these people shouldn't be allowed to come back into their same apartment, room, house that they had the first time, because it just gives them old memories, and it also just enables them. Okay? Now, I know that sounds harsh, but it's through experience. It's through what I seen, because I wasn't closed to it. We had opened new doors for one of the cards on the shorts. It's like, it's not that I was being cold, and it wasn't that I was being mean. It was just, I knew from the beginning, I'm a really old soul. So it's really hard to live a life when you already know things. But okay, so we're in this business together. I listen to what my partner says, and I let him basically go through a lot of assignments. And I was just holding his hand because I wouldn't have done it. But again, I want to say it's best to work alone, and these last 5 years I have. That's what I wrote in my soul contract. And I realized that I am the one making my life the way it is. I know that I am taking my time, and I have nobody to blame but me for everything. So same with you. You guys have nobody to blame but you yourself. So what I'm trying to say is take the lessons that you learn and don't repeat them. So that goes back to the reconciliation card that said, watch for red flags. Okay? Now, with this Six of Wands at the end, that's that badass success. You're going to have badass success with your soul contract. You really are. Okay? But we have to watch for the energy harvesting. We do have to open new doors, keep the old doors shut. Okay? I'll show you the cards in case you didn't get to see the shorts yet. Okay? We're going to go ahead and look at these. We've got energy harvesting, the world, open new doors. This is that balance I was talking about, the military girl card. Okay, now with this, what I was hearing was don't go too far either way, meaning don't be all out gung-ho cocky, and don't be all, I am not worthy, this is too much for me. Okay? We've got changes in the air in the money department. Then we had the Six of Grains with the widow and the mite. So you want to look up the widow's generosity, Mark chapter 12. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more into this than the whole others, of all the others. So give what you got and don't verse it on what someone else has. I was talking to a lady yesterday about how we put water out for the bees and the ants and the flies, all the way up to the raccoons and the wolves, right? The kitties in between, the doggies. Just do what you can. That's all you can do. Do what you can. Let go of fear now. Yeah, it's like 100 degrees here. And it was just 1000 on the clock. So we got let go of fear now. St. Michael says, let's read what it says. Please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. That's that part where I said, don't go too far thinking you're unworthy, but don't go too far thinking you're the best. You are the best, but you don't have to act like you're the best. Does that make sense to you? Thank you for clearing me of the heavy, toxic, ego-based thoughts and feelings. So that's just what I said. Don't have them ego-based thoughts and feelings, even though you are the best. This is the best of the best. Be kind. Wasn't I just talking about bees and wolves and animals? Well, look at that. That looks like Chippy the Chipmunk and a bee. And put water and food outside for the animals. How hard is it to put a bucket of water out for an animal if you can't afford food? Then you got that reconciliation, watch for the red flags, right? But I'm drawn to reconciliation and then the rainbow air balloon again. Everything is not what it seems. And remember I talked about walk-ins. So this stuff is all every day connected. Now, if this is your first time watching this video, you're probably not going to have a clue because you haven't watched the past videos. I can't make you. We have the Two of Cups again. That's that soul contract being completed. Now, with that soul contract, don't forget, every day, all of these cards are telling you the energy, just like we're telling you the weather, right? Now, we're going to go ahead and shuffle these, even though the cat knocked them over and you had a preview, right? Then you had the shorts. Now we're going to go ahead and do a little reading on what do you want to tell them now that we've got their attention. We got your attention this morning, huh? All right, we got these cards wanting to come out. We got the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I'm just getting from that is that Six of Wands was badass success. The Nine of Wands are telling me that your burdens are being fulfilled, lifted, over with. You're that modern day warrior. Remember the song Modern Day Cowboy by Tesla? There's a song you can look up. That's one on my playlist that I won't do a shorts for, but I probably have in the past. Modern Day Cowboy, Tesla. That's the energy I'm getting from this Nine of Wands. And the Ten of Pentacles is your Five of Pentacles going to a Ten of Pentacles. And we had the 6 to the 9. So do you see what's happening here? I'm changing the way mathematicians count. All right? So we've got a 9 to a 10. The magician. Okay, let's try it again. The math guy that knows magic. The math guy that knows magic agrees with me that a 9 goes to a 10. But he's not going to believe to me that the 5 of Pentacles goes to the 10 of Pentacles. We're skipping what's in between and we're going right to 2 5s. Major change in the Pentacle department. Now, that's really what we're hoping for. Now, remember too when I said, I think a lot of us are going to get connected with our soul team during the redemption appointment. So I'm still really going for that. All right. Now, we've got the 5 of Hearts, which usually is a card of, I want to say emotional disappointment. That's what they're telling me. But this is an emotional change in the way you're looking at love. So that's like 4 5s or more. A lot of 5s in this reading. A lot of changes coming. And that's where that reconciliation has to be. Watch for red flags. If something's off, now I'm going to give you an example because I'm wearing the shirt that Christian got me, and something was off about that relationship. I told you he was too much of a knight, and I'm looking for a Hierophant. So I could have stayed with that path, and the universe would have still worked around everything. Reality bends for me, right? And it all would have worked out, but I'd be watching football and grilling out versus where I'm at today, which is on a much higher level. I am that math girl with the magic. I can make a 5 go to a 10. Where if I would have stayed on the night level, I would still be going 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that was a weird analogy, but I think most of you got it. Some of these are kind of deep. Okay, then we've got the Two of Wands, which is courageous and daring, and the Eight of Cups, which I just got done explaining. So I had to be courageous, I had to be daring, I had to say, I really like your vibes. Thank you for the shirt. I hope you enjoyed all the tools, but I'm moving on. Okay, Eight of Cups. Walking away from the past. Now, were there red flags that I should leave that situation? Yes, and I followed them. And I don't need to get into them because the Seven of Swords is next, and that's just what I said. Were there red flags showing me things? Yes. Same with the first mission partner that came over, the knight. I think his name was Rick, not Steve. But anyway, names don't matter to me. He was a knight. He was one of my protectors and the queen's protectors. But again, it was too much of a knight atmosphere. It was too much of, you're going to bring me down and I'm going to have to try to bring you up. And that's not what I want. I want my whole apple, not a half an apple. Now, I bring these stories up because my last 5 years could be different than they were. They could be a lot different. And that's what I'm saying with you. You can have anything you want if you don't settle for less. If you settle for less, again, the universe has to bend around you. We've got to redo the soul contracts in Astro and make the mission still work even though you're not on your highest level. And a lot of you, that's what we're doing right now, and that's why I'm talking to you about this. We were doing a lot of that last night. We were saying, you slipped, you fell. We're not firing you, but we have to redo your soul contract because you cannot stay in this position with that mindset. Now, I want you to replay what I just said because that's what was going on last night. And this message today is kind of warning you, you high ones, not to go down, okay? It's not like you're going to get fired, okay? But you're going to get rewritten. It's got to get rewritten. And that's where this military, modern day warrior comes in play. You really got to balance this out. And they keep showing me that red flags reconciliation card. Okay, and I was mentioning that military girl card in the last couple videos, and there she is again. Okay, now I want to shuffle these again and get another message because that was a whole nother message. Last night I got lots of rest, but we did do a lot of, okay, you've got to go over here with this teacher and redo your soul contract because you're not on a high enough level. You over here, you're on a great level. Keep doing it. You actually get to be a teacher of music now because you're so good. You know, we were doing that kind of stuff last night and it was really fun. I love that kind of stuff. I love being a master teacher and a delegator and a counselor. I just love the last couple nights in Astro. It's just been really fun. So thank you guys. Okay, this card wants to come out. That's my Knight of Pentacles. So again, I think we really need to focus on this, getting this last chapter finished. Now, when I said we're moving people around and rewriting, it's called a delay to people on social media. When they talk about delays, this is a delay. The reason we're having delays is because you modern day warriors are falling for the energy harvesting, and or you're getting too out of balance with I'm not worthy or I'm too worthy. You're not like in the middle. And that's another reason why I wanted to stay alone for the last 5 years, because I didn't want somebody pulling at me. And when you're alone, you can really do it. You really can. So when it's time, we'll get the Pentacles. And then the bottom card is another 5, a 5 of Wands. So you're going through your challenges. Simple as that. We're going to end it pretty much there because you're going through your challenges. Another 5, a challenge card. It's all what I just said. That's the energy right now. Now, one more analogy, as they said, you listen to these energy updates, you don't listen, you go backwards. You listen, you spend all day dissecting it, maybe even watching other videos on my channel, and you look up the lyrics and the songs and the albums and you do all the work, you go forward. Okay, so we've got people going backwards, people going forwards. You never stay in the same spot. Everything's always moving. Energy is moving, right? That's why it says open new doors. And it's right in front of the door. It's right in front of, it's right in front of the door. And what's in there? Oh, look at that. Okay, so energy harvesting, the world, the challenge card. This is challenging. It's not exactly easy, but you can do it. You're a modern day warrior. You're not unworthy, even if you have kids and pets. You can do this. Keep it in balance. Give what you can give, not what others are giving. Let go of fear. Be kind. Watch for the red flags and complete that soul contract. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.